What's going on, party people? Your man Grill, eating me some nanas and chilling. Just did a quick wardrobe change from being a notary to now the house inspector. Just did a closing, and got there and the guy was shocked to see me. And I was like, okay, that's weird. But basically, the signing got canceled because he was informed late last night that the numbers on his documents were wrong. Set you here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, and also thanks for y'all care and concern. Got some good information about the cough. One of the things I found that has helped is drinking pineapple juice. That has really helped my cough out. And probably one of the reasons why I'm coughing really right now is I was out here in this cold air. It's like as soon as I take a whiff of that cold air, I end up coughing. So wearing these masks has helped out considerably, and that has been great, to keep that cold air from getting down in there. But I want to just do a quick video. Hopefully it's quick. About a few things. Again, congratulations to all the notaries. Y'all are doing phenomenal jobs. I've been hearing a lot of the great things that y'all been doing, getting increases in orders, starting to get your pay. I heard one lady, she's up to like 65 signings. Although she's been doing, I think she was doing it before she ever came across me or anything, so it has nothing to do with me, honestly. But she's doing good, and several others. So it's been awesome, And the fellas, of course the ladies, they working it, but the fellas out there, they killing it also. They getting out there, getting them orders done. It's not a competition, but I gotta give a shout out to the fellas and everything, because a lot of the guys, they go out there, and sometimes people don't look at men as should be notaries and everything, as I've been told a couple of times. But I just wanted to give a good shout out to all of y'all and just say keep doing the great work. Many of you are progressing nicely. Several people I got a call today that have emailed me. So I'll be contacting y'all today, probably after this call, while I'm on my way to my house inspection, because I got about 20 some minutes to get there. That's the travel time. So in between appointments and stuff, I'm calling y'all and making sure everybody's straight. But a couple of things just so y'all know, there's a couple of types of loan opportunities that's out there that a couple of y'all are starting to see, and it's catching some people off guard, not all, but it's catching some people off guard because they're not sure about them. And of course they don't pay a whole lot, but they're a good way to just get, again, some experience in being in front of people. And one is called a debt settlement. The other one is called a loan modification, or what you also will hear, which I don't like this term, partial claim. So if you see partial claim, it's the same as loan modification. And both of them are very important, the loan modification and the debt settlement, from two different perspectives. Loan modification / partial claim is specifically dealing with a mortgage, okay? And the loan that's being modified is the mortgage. What's being modified? The terms of the mortgage, because someone is 4 to 12 months behind on their mortgage. Being 4 to 12 months behind on their mortgage means you should, at 4 months, you should have been foreclosed, but maybe the bank has been working with them or whatever the case may be. And that 4 to 12 months behind doesn't necessarily, sometimes it doesn't have to be consecutive. But when you get that much behind, sorry about that. I actually got distracted by a squirrel. I'm serious. I'm sitting there like, oh, squirrel. Daggone squirrel. So with the loan mods, And a lot of time Wells Fargo's is doing those. But whatever bank is doing them, they are helping that person, that couple, basically to save their home. And they are modifying the loan, taking a portion of it or all of it or whatever, and pushing it to the back and saying, okay, we're going to take this here sum of money and we're going to stick it over here in the back. You still got to pay it, and we're going to allow you to start fresh. And that keeps them from going into foreclosure. So those are very important for families. And whenever I can do them, I do them. And I encourage new notaries to do them just from the experience standpoint. You do those well, because a lot of times it's only one, maybe two notarizations you have to do. Very easy. There's not a lot for you. There's really nothing for you to explain for is like, everybody say, I need to know the documents. And I'm like, the only thing you need to do is just say, there's this document, here's that document, there's a right to cancel, there should be a right to cancel in there. Sometimes it is, I can't remember, it's been a while. But there's a promissory note. No, I don't think there's a right to cancel in there. No, I don't think so. I can't remember. That's bugging me now. Whether it is or not, you have the promissory note, you have the deed, you have some other documents in there that they have to sign. It's typically 17 to 30 pages. Sometimes it might be multiple people that need to sign. And you get them to sign it and be done. And it doesn't take that long. The debt settlement is also important because that's somebody who's up to their eyeballs and beyond in some serious debt, and they're trying to keep from filing bankruptcy. Now, the debt settlement has nothing to do with the person's mortgage. Loan mod, mortgage. Debt settlement, personal finances. And there's a law firm or some organization that is working with this couple, this person, to get their debt settled into a consolidated manner. They might owe $15,000, they might owe $30,000, they might owe $80,000. Who knows how much they owe? And they have to work, or they don't have to, but they've decided to work with this law firm to get the debt in a manageable place. Now, here's the thing about both of these loans. It's not about you understanding the terms or liking it, and I'm saying this seriously because I've heard notaries like, well, I saw the debt settlement and I don't know, I didn't like the terms that they had. That's not your call. It is not your call as a notary to be going in there and analyzing the documents and telling a person don't sign something, or man, this here isn't, I don't know about this, man. If it was me, I wouldn't do it. You cannot do this. I'm serious, you cannot. It is not, you are not the people's savior. If you do a debt settlement and you feel like you don't like the terms or the way things are with the debt settlement, then don't do them anymore. But you do not go in there and start looking and like trying to slide and be slick and advise somebody not to sign it. You don't know what their situation is. You don't know what reasons they have for doing this. And unfortunately in life, when your back is against the wall, sometimes you have to take the deal that's laid out in front of you to give you some type of temporary relief. Now, I do know for sure there is a right to cancel with debt settlements. They have a right to cancel. They get 3 days, all of that, and they're agreeing that they're going to work with this law firm to get $8,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever, paid off over a certain amount of time, and the company is going to make their money, and it keeps them from filing bankruptcy. Yes, I've seen some debt settlements that I didn't understand the terms, or I didn't just, taking a look at it. And there have been times where people, they themselves looked at it and it was like, nah, I'm not doing this. But at no time have I ever told somebody not to do it. And I don't carry myself in that way, and a lot of notaries do. And see, this is one of the things about NNA certification. As an NNA certified person, we are supposed to follow a particular standard, and one of the things is not trying to discuss things concerning the paperwork that we don't know about. So it's nothing wrong with doing the debt settlement. It's nothing wrong with loan mods. We don't know what the people's situation is, and they need a notary to get this paperwork done. Some people don't like debt settlements because in there it talks about you being a representative of the company for that time period, and a lot of people get real antsy about that. But at the same time, that's how people want us to act when it comes to doing these mortgages, refinance, that we're representing the company. So technically we are representing the company from the standpoint of presenting the documents, and that's all a debt settlement is. We're presenting documents to them, and they read the scripts, they read the PowerPoints, they sign off on them, and then they sign some paperwork, and then we're out of there. And it's real simple, it's real easy. It's nothing to freak out about. It's nothing to get panicky about. And you've never seen this before. I know a lot of people call, I've never seen this before. Of course you haven't seen it before. There's going to be a lot of different things that you have not seen before, but just because you haven't seen it, it's nothing to get worked up on. Okay, don't get panicky. Don't start thinking that it's something wrong. It's like, well, what is this? What it is people are in financial poo-poo. Okay, they're in some financial mess, and there's two ways of getting out of it, depending on the situation. One or two ways, whatever situation you're in. You either file bankruptcy. If it's a personal debt, you either file bankruptcy or do a debt settlement. Or if you want to throw a third one in there, you just buckle down and do the best you can to pay your bills off. Or if it's a loan modification dealing with your mortgage, you either lose your house, get the loan mod, or that third one again, buckle down and find a way to pay the stuff off. That's the options that these people have. And if you're in a situation where you cannot add another ounce of work hours to your life because of whatever, then you either lose the house or you do the debt settle, do the loan mod to try to save your house. I think back in the day, me and my wife, we did a loan modification when we was young and in and out, and I was in and out of work and all of that, and we did a small loan modification and all of that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that's going on. It's nothing wrong with them. But if you don't like them after you try one, just don't do them no more. But don't discourage other people from doing them. Don't, I know you might look at it as some of these deals are not what you would want to do, or you might not think it's fair. That's not your call. I'm being honest with you, because I'm gonna tell you now. You go out here and doing one of these loan mods or debt settlement, and if you are the reason why that person didn't sign it because you came out of your mouth, your body gestures, language, whatever, like, if you want to sign it, all that kind of stuff, if you're the cause of them not doing that deal and that company losing money, you better watch out. People don't like, they gonna come after you. I'm telling you, you do not want to do this, okay? And I've heard notaries talking about, no, it's my job to save them. No, it is not your job to save them. If they are incoherent, if they are completely unaware, if they sit there and say, now note what I'm saying, if they say, I don't know why I'm signing this, I don't know what's going on, I don't understand, that's different. But if it's a thing of they understand what they're doing, they know what they're doing, why they're doing it, it's just a bad deal. It's just not a deal that they really would like, or they didn't expect the terms to be like that, or then they have the right to just, okay, I ain't doing it. But it's not your role and responsibility to analyze that for them and say, well, you know what? Looking at this, I think you could get a better deal. You might as well just hang up your notary stuff right then and there, because they're gonna put all kind of bad marks on you, and it's gonna be hard for you to get any work. I'm telling you. So, you either do it or you don't do it. I don't have a problem doing them. I haven't done them in a while because of my schedule, but I understand the purpose behind them, and if I can do them, and especially if it's in my zip code area, and I can get to them pretty quick, I go in and knock them out. But just, remember your role as a notary, okay? Remember your role as a notary and the ethics that you, in the guidelines and the code of conduct and standards of conduct and all of that stuff. And don't go out here doing nothing crazy and getting yourself in trouble and all of that kind of stuff. All right. But yeah, that's it. I just want to just encourage y'all, take advantage of those two types out there, because I've been getting a lot of phone calls because people have been asking about them. It's nothing creepy. It's nothing cryptic. It's nothing spooky about them. That's just what they are. And they help people. Maybe not the way you'd like it to be helped, but it's helping somebody in some cases. All right. So y'all have a good one. Peace.